Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
The action has already started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Batistuta! It's loose, and there's a rate in for the pieces! Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Great defending, strong and determined. And now the hit! Just a whisker away. Ronaldinho. Now, can he find a finish? And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they've got rid. And that's a throw-in. Ronaldinho. And that's put paid to a promising move. Marquinhos. He's picked his way through. Punched away. Mbappe.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the...
Mbappe! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attempts.
Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And he's gone looking for safety. Beckham. Schneider. And the pass is intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. Inter Milan head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Some first half thoughts?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Adams getting this one clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bellingham. And he's been shifted off it. And he thumps it clear. Almost an hour gone. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
That's a pretty loose pass. David Villa, Batistuta, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ah, now can they counter? Oh, super find. He is through here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. And he's on a charge. Chooses to go back. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he latch on to this? And he's taking no chances there.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Guardiola. The less said about that pass, the better. Schneider. That pass has been... It's Ronaldinho! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Ronaldinho has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold. Good steal. He just read it. And now they can clear their lines. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He gets big! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! And that may just do it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there.
We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And we are already back underway. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Forwards and with intent.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah.
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Doué. He's looking to set free a runner. Gerrard does well to stand firm and defend it. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Dybala. Guardiola plays a delicate ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Barella. Brilliantly cut out. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Conte. Still goalless. And it's Conte.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, just skips past his man. He's through and all alone. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Cleared without complication. And reclaimed it in a trice. Barella. Messi, and a header! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Adams, and they're back on the ball again. Dybala has it out wide and in space. Vinicius Junior. Chance for the header! That's a half-decent try. Well read, nice interception. It's a sweet ball, that. And it's Gerrard. Oh, delightful ball. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Ronaldinho. Oh, this looks sharp. Guardiola. And it's Ronaldinho. And that has been knocked clear. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Pedri. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. Goes back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And the pass is intercepted. Guardiola. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Interesting ball, and that could set him on his way. Ndika. Ronaldinho!
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Bastoni. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a brilliant interception. And he thumps it clear.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Ronaldinho hits one! Oh, it's in! Finally, finally, finally!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So we have our breakthrough. Alexander-Arnold. And that's another good win of the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. And surely now the result's beyond doubt.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That's it for the first period of extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone. 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Guardiola looking to get on the end of this. Pedri. Kante is there and he can get that clear. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Yamal. And they win it back again. Gerrard. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Ronaldinho claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's picked his way through. Not the most accurate pass. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe! Mbappe finds himself offside. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Barella. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Neymar producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Messi. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Beckham.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attack.
Hits one! Goal! Inter! The breakthrough strike!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Can he finish? And they've got rid. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cucurella. Oh, easy pickings there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's a key interception. Barella. He could be in here. Pickford can pick that up. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played with finesse. No luck with that dink over the top. Belletti. And it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ronaldinho. And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe. Konate gets it away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
I think on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, just skips past. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mbappe, shot a goal! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control. Spread neatly. That's a decent clearance. That has been slung wide. And here's Messi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
Great chance here from position A1. Opts to play. He's gone for goal! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Pickford, will they claim to that? Rice calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Big header! Oh, brilliant save! Konate makes the interception. Well timed, excellent interception. And that could set him on his way. He might... Mbappe! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that means just one thing. Match has a look and has a go. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. Can he put it away? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mbappe on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here. especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did... Mbappe! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's intervened well there. Fiddles it through. Pickford gets it away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, there's a probing ball. Forwards and with intent. Oh, that's fabulous. Bastoni attempts a clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Cruyff.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And it's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Barella. And the counter is on. Oh, played right into his path. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold. There's the shot! And more, and more, and more! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was...
Sports. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game.